your life, and this is talking about your character and conduct, because your interaction with people. So live your life in such a way that when you die, you will leave this world smiling, and those around you will be crying at the loss. So live your life in such a way that when you leave the world, you will leave the world smiling, and those around you will be crying at the loss. Moments ago I said some people, when they die, people shake their heads and say, that man should have gone 5 years ago, man. You know, 5 years extra he got, and he really disturbed the whole community. Is that us? Is that me? If it is, I need to change myself now. Change yourself, soften your heart, improve your character and conduct, that there is always room for improvement in that. So, the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ explains absolutely everything. Do you want to know about how considerate one should be? That same hadith says that don't ever let those who work for you, or don't ever give those who work for you a task that will be too difficult for them. I want you to carry these rocks, and they are 100 kg rocks. Brother, you can't even carry 10 kgs. You want him to carry 100 kgs. He is a human being. The hadith says, لا تكلفوهم ما يغلبهم. Don't ever burden them with that which they cannot do. Never ever. And if you really have to, then you as a human, go and help them achieve that. So you tell the man, look, there are 25 crates that I want you to lift from there to there, but the two of us will do it together. He will smile at you. He might even say, no, 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 never mind, I will do it. Go and help him. No matter what type of a suit you are wearing, go and help him. That is the Islamic character and conduct. Or you tell him, if you really cannot help, you tell him, look, we have 25 crates to move from here to there, but don't worry, we'll do it in the afternoon. I've asked another 2 people to come and help you. Now we are talking. Now this is a Muslim. Now we are considerate about those who work for us. Another narration speaking about those we deal with. Rahimallahu mri'in, samhan idha ba'a, samhan idha ishtara. Allah has mercy on an individual who is considerate of the buyer when selling, and considerate of the seller when buying. That's a beautiful hadith. To be considerate of the buyer when you are selling something. So you are selling, you bought it for 2,000 rupees, and you are selling it for 2,100, 2,200. You are considerate of the buyer. He is also having a good deal. He will make dua for you. He will go and use the item, and he will say, no, I had a good deal. And you made your profit as well. But if you are to rip him off, you bought it for 2,000, you are selling it for 20,000, and you are conning him because you started at 40,000 and pretended like you gave him a 50% discount, in that case there will be curse and no barakah and no blessings and no mercy, and there will be absolutely no goodness at all in that deal. Then, when you are buying, you need to be considerate of the seller. He has farad, he has compulsory obligations to look after his family and offspring. You know that this item here, around it costs about 2,000 rupees, and the purchase price is about 1,800, for example, and you are squeezing and squeezing as though it's a lemon until the end. You know, some people, they squeeze the lemon until they extract juice from even the peel. So, you want him to give you at 1,810. Why? Are you only giving him 10? He is a person who really needs some form of income. Help him to do that. Allah will help you for all other things. Subhanallah. So there are so many points of consideration that we learn from this deen in every sphere of our lives. But we are so weak. We are so weak. Not only do we not know, but we just don't want to put it into practice. Sometimes we know, but we simply don't put it into practice. That is why today you find the Muslim Ummah is really looked at as the most downward people on earth by a lot. Because really, sometimes we are guilty of portraying our own wrong image. You know, I'll be honest with you, I want to give you a true story. Some of you might have heard it on one of my CDs. I was once traveling from Malta to London. And Malta is a holiday resort, I'd like to think, where mainly old couples go, and they really nice, beautiful place and so on. Hazrat Sheikh al-Hind was there. He was imprisoned there for a while during the colonial times. So, I entered the flight, I entered the plane, and in fact, prior to entering it, they just stopped. This was many years back, far before September 11. Far before September 11. They stopped me because they were shocked. They said, you are Zimbabwean, okay? I was with my father. Can we see your ID? They contacted immigration authorities in Harare to ask if this was genuine documentation. They knew us by name, and they said, these are dignitaries here, please let them go. So anyway, they let us go. We were the last to enter the plane. Now, what happened is, we were seated separately, totally separately.